I'm here. I just got done eating. But I'm here. This isn't a good spot at all. Let's make sure this is in the right spot. Cool. You find me. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? I'm here. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for hanging. We'll let everybody get in here real quick. I'm going to do a little bit of more culling here. I've been on a conference call for the last hour-ish, so I'm not on a conference call anymore, and I decided to talk to you guys. To y'all. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. It's Tuesday, and I want to tell y'all nothing right now because nobody's here, so I'm going to get people here. I got to spend some time getting people here. Where I go. It says, the internet can totally see you right now. To stop, use your encoder. Yeah, whenever this thing wants to happen, I'm game. Here we go. Oh, things are happening. What time is it? 1? Okay. That's not even happening right. That's not even a picture of what's going on. Ugh. Hey, guys. Ooh, somebody's here. Sorry, somebody that's here. Oh, Shop Girl in the house. Shop Girl. What's up? Did a little reschedule today. FYI, so that's it. Let's do this on the Twits. Let's do this on the Twitch. Let's do this on the LinkedIn. Do people use LinkedIn for like Reelsies though? Or is it just really like promoting your accolades? Like you're like, hey, I got a new job. And it's all cool, bruh. And you're like, all right, cool, bruh. Let's put this on this. Cool. Yeah, put this on a page I manage. Is it not giving me the option to select the page? Facebook. Oh, there we go. Ooh, let's do Hatch Lab. Let's put on Hatch Lab. That works. So guys, while I'm doing this, we are starting this really, really cool donation process tomorrow. And, ooh, stay on this page. I am very excited to tell you guys that, that people are donating, businesses are donating gift cards and gift certificates to us. And what we're doing is we're creating a live auction that lasts about 30 days, or we can change it to whatever. But basically, you guys can go on and get discounted services, and all the proceeds come straight to Hatch. So that's very, very exciting. So I'll be posting that on all the pages. I'll keep you guys updated on that and how to donate to the Hatch Lab. And but yeah, super exciting. So I don't know what I've done already. I think JeramieLu photography is what I have to do. So thank you guys for tuning in today. I'm gonna do some culling here. I'm just trying to catch up on stuff. It's day after Labor Day weekend, and I'm wearing my new Aces Reno Aces hat. Boop boop. I think I have like mouth dyslexia where I just say backwards things all the time. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just doing some culling, some playing here. See if I can get people coming here. Will I get a ticket? Pull me over if listening to a YouTube video? No, I feel like it's like, I feel like you should let them listen to it. You could probably be like a fan, but I feel like you would be you'd be okay. You'd be cool with it. You'd be cool with it. All right, let's tell these people that is a horrible freaking picture. I'm live on YouTube until 2. I want to know when they're going to let me add freaking links to this YouTube or to Facebook. No, wait, to Instagram stories. I know they're only allowing it to certain people, but like I can't put a link out for anybody to talk to me or hang out with me. Okay, so guys, today we are talking about vendors. So it's not the sexiest subject, but it's one of the subjects that has really gotten me to where I am with my business. What I was just doing is I was just doing a conference call with a group called Elite Wedding Team, which I'm part of the Reno chapter, the Reno branch. And basically within this group, all we do is we kind of refer each other out, not exclusively, but we're the first kind of push. So imagine if you can create an elite team for yourself for your wedding, right? And you start with one vendor and you just really don't know where to look for. Well, we kind of push each other out based on the coolness factor of all of us. So I like working with certain people, so I'm going to refer certain people. And we've kind of been initiated into this group. So we were just on a conference call. We do this call once a month where we all kind of just get together, chat, and really just kind of learn about each other. Today's was with Reno and Sacramento put together, which was nice. So able to kind of see what Sacramento's got going on. They got some really cool vendors. And I already know, I don't really have anybody to refer in Sac, which is kind of nice. So if somebody's like, hey, I need a photo booth or a DJ or whatever in Sacramento, there's a lighting guy in there, which I didn't actually realize was a whole thing, but that's all he does, which me being a photographer relies on him a ton. So we were kind of talking, and one of the things came up was they were all asking me as a photographer, what are some of the things that you wish that a photographer would know? And one of the things that came up was getting images of their work. And I'm always in awe because that is the number one and the quickest and the easiest way that I have been able to build my business. I've been able to build my business simply for offering photos to vendors. Why is that so hard for some photographers to do? And I say that because after scouring through a few Facebook forums during that, and I see this all the time where photographers, I don't know if they're newer or not, but they basically go, the group sounds awesome, send me their info. I will, but it's, if you look up Elite Wedding Team in Reno, you should be able to find it. I don't know the direct link to that. I've never even looked it up. But there's photographers on these forums that are asking, hey guys, my florist wants me to send them images from the wedding that they worked with me a couple months ago. How much should I charge? And I'm like, what do you mean charge? Like, why would you charge anything? Your work is on display at their shop, in their brains. So when somebody comes and says, hey, I need a photographer, the first thing they're going to do is say, hey, this amazing photographer Jeramie is awesome. You should call him. Not only should you call him, let me show you some of the photos that he's done of my work. Like, it's crazy. So if you're watching this with me and you're kind of going on the same mindset where you're like, yeah, that's crazy, why wouldn't we be doing that? Then please help me out. I don't know why these are like pre-edited. I must have hit a button. These are some photos I did last week that I'm trying to edit all as a batch edit together. I'm culling, so I've decided just to cull with you guys rather than do full edits because it's easier on my brain. So those of you that are watching and you're trying to get more business in your photography, in your work, and this can be actually a video for all vendors. I'm going to say that for all vendors. Network with your vendors. Network with other people at the wedding. I will actually send an email out to all the vendors of an upcoming wedding, introducing myself and just saying simply, hey, if I can help in any way or if I can provide photos to you after the wedding, I would love to do that for you. Thank you so much. Let's have a great time. It's not like, please refer me. Please refer me. If I do this for you, will you refer me? It's not. My work should speak for itself. And that's really what we need to do. Cool beans? Cool beans. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to let this page build up here. It's been 10 minutes in. I feel good. I think around the half hour is usually when everybody starts to jump in. I don't know how the notifications work, but I think you get a little pop-in notifications. This is the Ryan family. Wait, you can't remove that little chub monster. If you guys are here, go ahead and read the description. Learn a little bit about me, who I am, what I do, the Hatch Lab. how to get a hold of me, how to donate to the Hatch Lab, and what you can do to help. It can be as simple as offering a gift card that we can auction off, and all the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds, go towards the lab. And you also get a little push in your business as well, because we push the crap out of the business. That's the only way people buy gift cards, is they understand and appreciate the business, right? So they're not going to just buy a gift card just because I tell them to buy it. And if they do, then that's a whole separate thing that I can do in life. So I want to talk about vendors. I want to talk about utilizing vendors to build my business. But let's talk about vendors in general. So let's teach you like you're a 4-year-old kid, okay? So every wedding we shoot, we are not alone, right? So as many of you that are watching, work for yourself. And what that means is that you're not part of a company or an event house or something where they just say, hey, you know, like for instance, Grand Sierra Resort here, they have on staff caterer, cake, flowers, photographer, videographer, and so forth. So they basically just show up to work for the day, right? So the company says, hey, we have a wedding booked today. I need you from like 3 to 5. And that's kind of it. That's not how most of us work. Most of us are self-employed entrepreneurs, and basically we have to book our own stuff. So at the beginning it can be kind of tough because you're sitting there trying to figure out where you're going to get your next client from. So why not use the vendors that are part of where you're going to work anyways? Your bride has the hardest time ever. Your bride has to go from vendor to vendor to make sure they like it, and they need to create a wedding team for themselves. And that's ultimately what it is. Now, this can be very, very good, or this can be very, very bad depending on the vendors. For instance, if you have a newer vendor who comes in and feels like, hey, this is my wedding. These other vendors mean nothing to me. I got to make sure this wedding's amazing. They can't get in my way. They don't do anything. If you're a vendor that goes into a wedding with that attitude, just freaking tell me now, and I will never talk to you again, because that's not how it works. We're a team. Our job is, we're a group of professionals to make this amazing day for one person, for one couple, glorious, right? Glorious. So if we make it glorious, then their wedding will be perfect. On the other hand, if we make it, on that same hand, if we make it amazing, then our jobs are going to be so much simpler. How awesome is it to work with a DJ who goes, all right, how much time do you need for the sunset? All right, we're about to do cake in 3 minutes. You ready for it? And I'm like, yes, thank you for giving me those like 3-minute countdown to actually make it work. So that's how it works within anything, right? We need to make sure that we're pushing our community over competition. You guys will hear me say it all the time. Community over competition. It's like the biggest thing in the world, guys. It's huge. Huge. All right, I'm waiting for people to come in here. We're hanging. We're on the live thing. It's Tuesday, day after Labor Day. I am kind of burnt out. I had a wedding on Friday. I had a wedding on Saturday. Sunday, we had a chill day, but it was still kind of busy. We went to the water park, and then we went to the baseball game, where I got this sweet new hat. Repping the No Town. Ooh, is that dirt? No Town. I like this hat a lot, actually. I like it. And it's a fitted hat. So if you didn't know, I am a 7.5 head. I will be shooting all day in the studio tomorrow. I have, which means I have to actually check on this. Oh my god, I have to keep this going. Sorry guys, you're going to watch me do a little kiss action here. I have 5 portrait shoots tomorrow and a wedding viewing. And so it's going to get a little hectic. If you guys didn't know, this system is called KISS, Keep It Simple Stupid. Amazing album company. You can actually just go on there and for free use their software to create an album, order directly through them, and it tracks everything. You get percentage back on what you do, so you can actually use that at the end of the year. They give you rewards for how much you spend. You can kind of see my loyalty here. Once I get to gold, right now I'm bronze, so I get $50 on my birthday as a credit from them. I'm already at 1,600, so I get free cameos and free engraving, which is nice. And these are usually like $20 to $40 per. And then once I get to gold, once I spend about $800 more, which will probably happen today, I get a $500 sample discount, so I can get my own sample album to keep showing people. And I get free shipping on all my orders, and that is actually huge, 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 because every time I order, that's kind of exactly what we do. Ooh, somebody's commenting on another photo. Andrew, I don't think you're watching this right now, but thank you. I will write back to that. Thank you for that. Okay, so I'm going to have to add more images here. And I don't know why I just did that. I have to see actually what I've added. I'm on to number 200. Add images after 200, girl. Uh-oh. My stream slowed down. My stream slowed down. 200. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened. It says my stream health is amazing, actually. It's like, it says it's super, super quickie. Okay, we're just gonna keep this going. Boom, drop you down. 28 minutes. And this is just my prep for my viewing tomorrow. So we're gonna show them some photos, and we are going to also show them a little slideshow of a potential album that they can get from me, to keep them excited, to keep them going. And that is also known as in-person sales, or IPS. A little extra work in your life, but it like literally will quadruple your income. So don't, you know, don't work harder, work smarter. This little chunky monkey. Look at this little chunky monkey. All the chunks in the world. I'm supposed to be doing emails right now, but I decided to start culling and hanging out with y'all. Finished a wedding edit yesterday. This is wedding week for me, honestly. So culling is just culling. And this week we're going to be editing a lot of weddings, which I'm very excited about. Just finished Danielle and Eric's up at Greenhorn Ranch. Really great staff there. And they've been referring me out, so I've been getting a lot of inquiries from them. So I will be shooting a lot up there. And it's nice because that venue has a lot of secret nooks and crannies that we can sign. And that's another venue talk, or vendor talk, right? Because that venue, when I first shot there a couple years ago, I just sent them an email offering them photos. And since then, they just threw me on their list. And that really helped book me. So, I don't know. Like, if you guys are watching this, and even if it's after, comment below. But let me know, like, do you feel like giving your photos to vendors is a bad thing? Okay? No judgment here. I ain't gonna judge you. But what do you think? Do you think giving your photos to a vendor to use for promotion for their website for something? What? Lynn just said, you sound like Barry White today, bro. I am super Asian. I sound like Barry White. I sound like Barry White. Barry White? You say Barry White? Oh, did you say very white? Is that what you said? Is that what you mean to say? Because you're Asian too, so you probably said very white. But is giving vendors images, is that bad? Is that not a cool thing? How can it hurt your business? Because ultimately that's why we won't do it, right? It's like if I say, do this, give this vendor some photos, and you're like, no. It's ultimately because you go, it's going to hurt my business somehow. So tell me how. And I want honest answers. No, I would never give a vendor these unless they paid for it or unless whatever. You know. And then for the other people that are like, my bride and groom wouldn't like it, I explain to them why I'm doing what I'm doing, and they sign a release for it as well. So my vendors already know. I mean, my bride and groom already know that it's going to them. And can you say with me, oh, thanks. I have to make a little note for myself. 97 email. How did I just get 97? Oh, that freaked me out. JeramieLu. Book. It just said I had 77 emails in less like a minute. Bro, I got a new subscriber today. My subscription level has gone up. I posted a little thing on Facebook last week and said, hey, if you guys are on YouTube, find me. And they did. What was I talking about? Sometimes talking to yourself is really, really hard. Sometimes it's really cool. But a lot of times it's really hard. Let's pick the best of the best, y'all. Best of the best. Oh, that's what I'm saying. So my bride signs are released. They know where the photos are going. They know that I'm providing photos to vendors. And I want you guys to imagine something. I want you guys to imagine that you are going to be filmed, right? Or you're going to be in a commercial. You might possibly be in a commercial. If you go to the mall. So you're going to the mall, and you might be in a commercial. And then I want you to think about, hey, you're going to the mall, and there's no chance you're going to be in this commercial. So, knowing both, if I told you you were going to be in this commercial, how would you represent yourself going to the mall? What would you do in prepping for it? Would you dress up? Would you take a shower? Would you get a haircut? You're going to be in a commercial. Now, you're not going to be in a commercial. How would you prep yourself going to that same mall? Would you dress up still? Would you just throw on some sweats? Would you not do all of your makeup? Girls, dudes, you can do makeup. It's cool. We're not here to judge. But it's a serious question, because I feel like when I send an email out to the vendors and I go, hey, my name's Jeramie. I'm going to be photographing the wedding. I'm happy to grab some shots of your amazing work as I see it. And I would love to be able to send you photos when you're done of your work. Is that cool? I sometimes get a response, sometimes don't, but I know that they get the email. So the beauty is when they get this email, they go, all right, well, this actual wedding day, we're going to be able to use some images for promotion. So wouldn't it make more sense that they're going to now do better? Maybe put a little more oomph into their work? It's just another way to think about it, right? So that you obviously get the most amazing thing. Barry White, the singer that has a super... Oh, I know who Barry White is, girl. I know who Barry White is. He helped me on a lot of ladies back in the day. Back in my day. Hey, 15 years ago. Hey, girl. You know whose deep voice I like? The guy on Boys to Men. The deep voice guy. I don't know any of their names, but he's like, baby girl. You know I love you, baby, 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 baby. Ooh, this call's going a lot faster. I don't know. Vendors are key. Vendors are key. I need to make an actual video about this that's not live streamed here. Vendor video. Vendor video. What's everybody up to today? I'm a billionaire. Yeah. Hi, this is Frank Huggs. I want to book you and have you take care of a photography job at my upcoming family reunion. I am looking at September 10th. I don't know, maybe the date is open. The date is open with you. That would be okay. Also, what is your accurate cost for 5 hours photo service? Photo size, I want get back with me with accurate cost 4x6, 5x7, 8x10, 11x14, 16x20, and 7 portrait of family for 45 people. You guys know that's a scam, right? That's obviously a scam. So we're going to write back, hey, open. $2,000. No, let's say $6,000. Send. Because I like to play with these guys and like them to make them think that I'm interested. So I obviously sent a very non-professional email right there. Literally what I just said I wrote. How these scams work, while we're on the thing of scam right now, is that you tell them a price, they're like, whatever. They either have a stolen credit card or an account that the person doesn't know is stolen yet. And so what happens is I will say $6,000. And they go, okay. They send me a check for $6,000. But before they do that, they're going to say, you know what? There's a wedding coordinator that's working with me that can't accept credit cards for some weird reason or not, because who can't accept credit cards nowadays that owns a business? Would you mind if I paid you an extra $2,000 and you just send me back the extra money? Or if I send you a check for $8,000, you cash that and send me back the $2,000 that same day, and I will pay my coordinator with that. A lot of people go, yeah, that's not a big deal. You send me $8,000. I've already made $6,000, so there's an extra $2,000. I'll just take $2,000 out and then send it to you. Well, here's the deal, guys. It takes about 2 weeks for a check to clear. It takes about a week or so for a credit card company to be like, you know what? Like, it takes about a week or so for somebody to notice that their credit card was used fraudulently. So they will call and say, hey, I never did this charge. Your credit card company comes back to you and says, hey, did you run this charge? You're like, yeah, I ran a charge for this dude, Frank guy, who I'm shooting their thing. Turns out to be a stolen credit card. The bank goes, nope, we're taking that back out of your account now. And all of a sudden, guess what? You're out. Not only the $6,000 that was paid, but now the $2,000 that was sent. That dude, Frank, who scammed you, didn't make $8,000. He made $2,000 off of you because you sent him $2,000 check or cash that he's cashed, and his numbers changed and he's gone. That's how that works, guys. Okay? That's how that works. So that's a scam. Stay away from the scams. If somebody asks you in an email, hey, I want you to shoot this thing. It's an amazing shoot. Do you accept credit card? If you hear that, do you accept credit card? Just, it's a scam. Don't even write back to them. Unless somebody's really... And if you're inquiring for somebody, don't ask them if they accept credit cards, because they're literally going to scam you out. So that's what's that. Hey, another person on the line. What up? We're talking about vendors today. And we're talking about... Oh, my head itches. I haven't showered in like 2 days, guys. Dos deos. That's 2 days in Spanish. Me say deo. Daylight coming. So we're talking about vendors today and how you should be treating your vendors. So every time I shoot a wedding, I just make sure that my vendors are cool with me. You're driving burners from Kentucky to the airport. Burners. I was at the gas station yesterday and it was just Burner City. I'm glad they had fun, but dude, it's just not. It's not a thing. I don't know. Like I've never had that mentality that other vendors are going to negatively affect my business, but I feel like that's almost standard, industry standard. And the other thing I've noticed is that a lot of vendors have their niches, have their people that they hang out with and refer all the time, and it's almost, I don't say it's annoying, but it's almost kind of like, you know, like, are there not other people to work with? My goal as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, is to network with as many vendors all over the world as I possibly can. I want my name just to like fall out of their tongue, right? I want it just like, hey, do you know a photographer? JeramieLu. He's in Reno, but he travels. Like, that's what I want. And, you know, that could be somebody in like Zimbabwe looking for a photographer. So that's what I want. But I feel like a lot of the vendors, like when I see people that are tagging, you know, certain photographers are tagging, it's literally the same vendors every time, and there's nothing wrong with it. But it's just like, what if, and this is kind of personal, but what if one of the vendors doesn't continue anymore or dies or something happens? So this happened to me where I networked with a wedding coordinator hard, gave books, gave canvases, promoted the crap out of them, worked a lot of stuff together, and then one day they just quit. All the work and effort that I put into that one vendor was just gone. And I hated it. And then so I had to like work with another vendor, so another event coordinator. So I started just networking with everybody. Everybody, even this, you know, everybody has a mouth, right? Everybody has a mouth. Is that a true statement? That's a true statement. Everybody has a mouth. So being able to let people talk about me in a positive way is ultimately the key, right? You know, treat your vendors as if you would treat your bride. In fact, I just booked a wedding from a bridesmaid at a wedding who referred me out to their cousin getting married out of state. And if you go into my review, she's like, I had the most fun taking pictures with any photographer ever, and I was just a bridesmaid. I mean, how cool is that? So I treat everybody as a referral basis, but vendors, you want to focus on them because they're constantly getting brides in. You know, what if a florist or an event comes? You know, the first thing people have is a date and the venue. Once they have those, then they can start booking everything. I can't book something unless I even have the date. I don't care about the venue. Oh, look at this stud, man, right? Look at this mama. Hola, mama. Hola. Do you say hola? I say hola. We just got done with Burning Man. Just got done with the rib cook-off. I'm a little upset. I'm a little disappointed in myself because I did not get to go to the rib cook-off more than once. And it's my favorite event every year. I had 2 weddings, which weddings were amazing, but I didn't get to go. And then this weekend, my wife is out of town, so we're going to be doing, I don't know what's going down. I have a fun little wedding on the 10th. The big wedding on the 9th. It's wedding season, man. It's wedding season. Very excited for wedding season. Who else is watching? There's 2 people in here. Say something. Say what's up. Say what's up, and then we'll talk about it again. We're halfway into this, guys. Let's see if I can make it to an hour. I'm running out of things to talk about. My mouth hurts. I'm just culling here. I do like culling. I'm having fun culling. I like watching numbers go down. I like knowing that, oh, you don't really have to edit 16,000 photos, Jay? No. I call myself Jay. That's just what I do. So, the question was asked earlier is, do you do stuff for the vendors at your events and weddings? And when we were doing this, the reason this came up is because I was on a conference call with a bunch of wedding vendors. And some of them were frustrated because they're not getting photos from their photographers. And actually, my wife is a hair and makeup artist in Reno at Salon Luxe. And she owns Salon Luxe with her business partner, Carissa. And so I remember having this conversation with her a lot, but I'm always like, oh, did you get some pictures from that wedding? And she's like, no. She's like, I emailed the photographer like 6 times, and he's never sending pictures. And I'm just kind of like, you know, why? Going on Facebook, asking around. Some of the photographers are questioning certain things. So basically they're coming up and going, hey guys, I have this DJ that wants photos. How much should I charge him for the photos so you can use his website? And then we're just all, you know, like I think a lot of us are like me, where they're kind of like, what do you mean? It's free, bro. Like, he's gonna promote you. And there's some people like, I would never give my stuff ever for free away. It's my, you know, it's my art, it's my work. Once I give it away, blah blah blah. And I'm like, that's not how you have to think. That's not the way to think. I mean, come on, like, you know, we as photographers feel that word exposure is a bad thing, but depends where the exposure is, right? I mean, if let's say, who's popular? If Kim Kardashian goes up and offers to eat something for you, not to eat. I'll eat that for you. Offers to tweet something for you or throw you on Instagram and say, you know, if Kim Kardashian does this for me, I swear to God, every negative thing I ever said about her, I'd be like, totally do this. But if she goes and just posts a picture or a link or something on Instagram and saying, guys, follow JeramieLu Photography, bro, I would pay her for that. But that's exposure, quote unquote, right? We have to get off this like high horse mentality where, like, you know, I'm a business owner, so I get it. Like, I get it. You need to make money for your work. You need to make money for what you do. But also, Jesus, like, learn where to pick your battles. Learn, you know, it's frustrating to me. It's frustrating to have to explain that to somebody, even though I know how they're thinking. I know why they're thinking that. But, oh my God, it's like, you know, you pay for Wedding Wire so that people can find you. Wedding Wire is full of vendors, and theoretically is a vendor themselves. So why not offer a florist to put, you make them like 5 canvases, put them up on their wall in their shop. And when somebody comes in, they go, oh my God, those are beautiful. And you're like, yeah, JeramieLu shot that. He's local. He does weddings. He's probably available for your big day. He's really expensive though, but totally worth it. I was talking to Rob over at Sierra Pro MC Professional DJ Services. I think that's the name of his business, but Sierra Pro, really cool guy. We did a wedding, and he's like, not blowing smoke up your ass, Jeramie, but when people ask me if I know a good photographer, I always say JeramieLu, but he's expensive. And at first, and he's actually told me that one time before. So I remember the first time he told me that, I was like, don't tell people that. And now I'm kind of like, thank you. It's kind of like, he's really good, but really cheap. That doesn't work, right? So you have to, if you're going to be expensive and own it, and now, granted, I'm not expensive. I'm like mid. I feel like I'm mid. I'm $3,500 to start at a wedding, but it can get up to like $6,000 depending on 6 or 7 or 8 or 10. I've had a $10,000 wedding, just depending on what they buy. Oh my God. How did that get loose? Just depending on, yeah, I mean, I don't care if people say I'm expensive. I book stuff. One good example is the CrossFit gym that I'm a member of, but I have not been there, is Double Edge CrossFit, and they're like 100 and, I don't know, a lot of money a month. And people are always like, they're so expensive. And I'm kind of like, have you seen like how many members they have though? Like, they may be expensive, but nobody is not paying that. So you own it, right? Just because people are saying you're expensive doesn't mean it's relative to what you make anyways. It's relative to what you value, not what you make. That was a mistake of words. It's a value to what you, for instance, there's a really good story about that I read that maybe I heard it. Maybe it was Zach and Jody. Actually, it was Zach and Jody. So you go out and you see a guy, and he has a giant mansion of a house. All his money goes into his house, but he drives like an 84 Accord. And on the other end, you can have a guy that has a crappy apartment, maybe a $400 a month apartment somewhere, some place that does that, which I don't think that's Reno anymore. But he has a Lamborghini. People put their value on different things with their money. So I may not spend $1,000 on a piece of cheese that looks like Jesus, but some guy that loves Jesus and believes that is Jesus will do that. People do the same thing with photography or their wedding vendors and all. They may not spend, they may look at me and go, you're $3,500? Worth it. Done. I'd pay more. And I'm like, oh shit, really? Okay, pay more. And they may look at me and go, $3,500? Way too much. But then they go and spend like $4,000 on flowers, right? So it's not because you're expensive. It's because of the value that they put on what they need. And I hope that really kind of hits home to somebody in here. Because I always feel like, yeah, I was talking to this guy and he told me I was super expensive, so I dropped my rate a little bit. Like, why? Like, I can't go into freaking, Costco or let's say Walmart. I always like Walmart. I can't go into Walmart and be like, you know what? I think that's too much. And then Walmart guys are like, Jeramie, you're absolutely right. Guy that has no say in any of our pricing at all, or how this is made or anything. You're totally right. $4. You take it from $2 million to $4. Thanks, man. Here's Governor Sandoval. Everybody, the Gov of Reno. Pretty cool dude. Wears cowboy boots. Because that's Nevada. Am I not from Nevada if I don't wear cowboy boots? I just do not wear cowboy boots. So I get invited to these little openings every once in a while, and I feel like these people all know each other. Because they have inside jokes throughout all their speeches. They're like, yeah, Bob over here. And I'm kind of like, I don't know who Bob is. I don't know why everybody's laughing but me. And I'm just a photographer sitting in the front of everybody. And I always notice that the camera crew always hangs out with each other. And I'm never with that camera crew. That's what's happening. All right, guys, we got a good 20 minutes with me left. I'm going to just talk my way through it. Andrew, hey, I just got your... Well, all right, Andrew, you pay. You can pay right now. I want 1,000 jelly beans. But, like, all red. And if that shows up, I'm going to be freaked out. Thanks, man. Thanks for subscribing. I just saw you subscribed, and thanks. I don't know what video you commented on, but I appreciate that. So, gracias, senor. We have about 20 minutes we're kind of chatting on with, guys. We're talking about get more referrals using your vendors, which is key. So, remember, this came from a conversation I was having with a bunch of wedding vendors in the Reno, Sacramento area right before this live stream. And one of the complaints that they had with photographers, or not complaints, but basically the question was, what's some of your frustrations you deal with some photographers? And one of the guy was like, getting wedding photos. So with that, there's Facebook wedding photographers, there's Facebook wedding videographers, there's all these websites or forums on Facebook where people just complain all the freaking time. And they complain to complain, and their goal with the complaining is that they want people to just be on their side, right? Like, I hate cheese, and they want people to be like, I hate cheese too, like everybody hates cheese. But then that one person's like, no, I love cheese, and all of a sudden they attack that person who loves cheese. So this is kind of the thing. So what I see a lot of on these Facebook is the complaining, and one of the complaints is, hey, the DJ from this wedding, the florist from this wedding, the coordinator from this wedding that I shot, this event venue that I shot wants photos for their brochure of the wedding that I took there. How much should I charge? And I'm always in awe because the answer is nothing. You charge nothing. You say, please take all the photos you want. Please throw my name on the bottom as a credit or something. And thank you for doing that, because now I'm going to get referred out to every single person that grabs that freaking brochure. That is how you're going to get paid. So it's freaking like, oh, it's so frustrating. But you have to use your vendors to get more stuff, right? So imagine where a bride's going to go. You know, pretend you just got engaged. Where do you start? Yes, you can start on Facebook. Yes, you can start on, hey guys, I'm looking for a photographer. But what happens when you do that? All of a sudden you get everybody that's a photographer tagged onto your post. Nothing about how good they are. So then all of a sudden it's really just like a yellow pages again, right? Isn't it just a yellow pages on that on your status? So I don't know. It's weird to me. If I was getting married, I'd find my venue. I'd go to my venue and go, found you. Hey, do you know like any, I'm struggling finding like a cake artist. I'm struggling finding a florist. Oh yeah, here's our list. I'm struggling finding a photographer. Yeah, here's our list of photographers. But here's this amazing photographer who made us this album of weddings that he shot at this location. And the bride goes, not only has he shot at this location, his photos are amazing. He's super sexy. I'm gonna hire him. The sexy part I added. That was all me. Caterer. Same thing. Take pictures of their food. Thank you so much. They may not get the front runner of like, who do I refer? But, oh, Ariel, I'll call you back. Ariel, I'll call you right back. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, if you guys didn't know, what I'm shooting now, what I'm calling now is almost done, is the Infinity Parkway, also known as USA Parkway. It's being renamed to Infinity Parkway. It takes you from kind of by Fernley all the way to 50, up to Tahoe. So this was the opening for it. Oh, look at this dude. Look at this money. Look at this kid. He's a what? What? Me? Model? No. This is his twin brother. I shot them last year. We did a cake smash. We did it again with mom. Mom and dad are super, super cool. Mom is just excited, and her name's Kelly, and she's just a very excited, beautiful, happy person. I don't want to say mom because, like, I feel like she'd be the same way without kids. Anyways, hey Kelly, what's up, girl? And then me and Dad had talks while we ate cake. Well, he ate cake. I watched him eat cake. Because I gotta do cake. Pay me gum? I have gum. I don't have jelly beans. I have gum. But no jelly beans. When I used to be a food server, we used to get paid in compliments. And what that was is you'd have a table come in and they're like, you are the best server we have ever had in the entire world. Thank you for making us laugh and happy. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get a shit ton of money from them. They're gonna tip me 22%. It's gonna be epic. And usually these are like, you know, when I would open bottles of wine for people and stuff like that. So their bills would be like $200. Group of 8, table of 8. And I would look at the bill and there'd be like $10 in there, cash, with a credit card, you know, written in cash. And I'm like, what the fuck? I got paid in compliments. Compliments don't pay the bills. Money pays the bills. I need money. That reminds me of a joke when somebody's always like, does this shirt make me look fat? And I'm like, no, your fat makes you look fat. You can use that. You use that. All right, guys, you are here with me for another 14 minutos. I'm going to keep calling these babies. And then I have like 6 hours of emails to do. But today I'm going to go pick up my girls at around 3:15-ish. And then I have an amazing intro call with a bride for her upcoming wedding in 2018. They're getting married at Greenhorn Ranch, which we were just talking about. And they got my name through them, so I'm pretty excited about it. I'm pretty excited. I'm still kind of in my PJs. Well, at least I wore the shirt yesterday and sleep in. But I have jeans on now. I just don't have shoes, and I have a hat on because this is my hair situation. And I had to reschedule my haircut tomorrow, so I have to wait 3 more weeks because I had to get somebody in. Gangster. Yo, Jay, why are you so gangster? Why are you so gangster? So, I've been running out of computer space a lot lately. And I finally changed the way I'm importing. So, instead of importing one-to-one previews, I'm importing standard previews, but creating smart previews out of it. If you guys haven't been following me lately, I am using my laptop, my MacBook, as a remote computer. So what that means is I can take my MacBook, go anywhere in the world, and it controls my computer from it. How awesome is that? So I can edit outside in India, probably not underwater unless I'm in a boat, and they have really good Wi-Fi through the water. I don't know how it works. You know, nix the boat part. I don't think that's going to happen. In the air, so anywhere that I go that has internet, I can work, which is kind of nice because, you know, sometimes I'm just sitting on my phone, even though you don't want to work, but like when we go to Hawaii, I can bring it and sit in the car for 5 hours and just do some editing, some culling. At least that makes me feel like I'm getting stuff done. So that's exciting. If you guys want to know how to do that, it took me 3 weeks. No, it took me 3 days to do. And calling Apple, AT&T, Apple, static IP addresses, things. I'm going to make a video on it because I did Google it and I did watch some videos, but the videos were horrible. Mine's not going to be any better, but it's going to be more informative on what to do before you get set up so that you're not, I swear to God, I was on the phone for like 4 days straight. And then basically they were going, can I remote access your computer? I'm like, yeah, you can, but why can't I? And that was the issue. I drink hardcore. Awesome, guys. All right, we're going to end this. Thank you so much for coming or sitting or doing whatever, wherever you're at. Thank you. I appreciate your time. You guys are awesome. It's Tuesday. We had a few watch. We'll have a few watch after. Comment below if I missed anything or if you don't agree or if you agree or if you have questions. I'm happy to go through it. We do a live stream 2 or 3 times a week. and usually around this time of day because that's when I'm home. So I know a lot of people are working this time. If you guys want to be notified when I actually come on, just click on the bell and it'll tell you when I come on. It'll give you a little alert on your phone, and whether you watch it or not is up to you at that point. If this helped in any way, please give me a thumbs up. That really, really helps. I'm also on the road to 1K subscribers. I'm getting close and close and close. So if you guys can help push me out, that would be amazing. Enjoy your day, guys. Have some fun. I'm going to be working, but that's fun for me. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao. Oh God, my mouse isn't working. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. I have to look this way. Sorry.